Out on the dark streets of Japan, there's a legend, a terrifying question that gets whispered in the night. It's asked by a vengeful spirit, the Kuchisake Onna, or the slit-mouthed woman. Her story's this chilling mix of beauty, betrayal, and a choice where there's absolutely no right answer. It's a legend that's been tapping into our deepest fears for generations.
So picture this. You're walking home. It's late. The city lights are casting these long, creepy shadows, and all you can hear is your own breathing and the sound of your shoes on the pavement. But then, you hear something else. Another sound. Faint at first, but it's getting closer. Someone is following you.
All right, so our story kicks off in the back streets of Shibuya, in Tokyo. A young woman, her name's Akara, is heading home from a late shift, and these quiet alleys just feel wrong tonight. The whole city is buzzing with rumors about the Kuchisake Onna, and suddenly every shadow looks like it's hiding something.
And that's when our heart just stops. A figure steps right out into her path. It's a woman. She's tall, wearing this long, dark coat. And her face, you can barely see it. It's covered by long, stringy black hair and one of those stark white surgical masks. She doesn't move. She just stands there, waiting. A low whisper cuts through the dead quiet. Watashi kirei? Am I beautiful? Akara knows the legend. She knows that question. This is it. This is really her. She's completely frozen, too scared to run, too scared to even breathe. All she can think is, I am going to die right here.
And then, the figure pulls down her mask and just bursts out laughing. It's Anna, Akara's roommate, pulling a really, really cruel prank. Akara is furious, of course, but man, is she relieved. For her, the nightmare is over. But this little joke shows just how real the terror gripping the city is, a fear that Anna is about to experience for herself.
Okay, so a few nights later, the tables have completely turned. This time, it's the prankster Anaha walking home alone down those same empty streets. But tonight, she's not the one in control of the game.
First, she just notices this long shadow stretching out behind her. It moves when she moves, stops when she stops. But here's the creepy part. When she listens, there's nothing, not a sound, no footsteps except her own. And then, from an alleyway, a figure emerges. A woman in a long coat, her face hidden behind a white mask.
The woman asks that same dreaded question. Watashi kirei? Am I beautiful? Anna, though, she thinks it's another game. Maybe Akara getting some payback. So she just smiles and says, "Of course, you're very beautiful." She has absolutely no idea what she's just done.
And this is where it gets truly horrifying. The woman slowly lowers her mask. Anna's confident smile just melts into pure terror. The woman's mouth, it's carved open from ear to ear in this gruesome, bloody grin. You can see raw flesh, and her teeth are stained dark with blood.
So here's the genius of this urban legend, the part that makes it so terrifying. It's a trap. If you say yes, she whispers, then you will be beautiful like me, and she takes out a huge pair of scissors and carves your face to look just like hers. And if you say no, well, she gets angry and kills you right there on the spot. There's no right answer. There is no escape.
Anna panics. She tries to take it back, yelling, "No, no, you're not beautiful. You're hideous." But it's way too late. The spirit is enraged. From inside her coat, she pulls out these giant, gleaming scissors. The last thing Anna feels is cold steel. And her murder is just the beginning of a city-wide reign of terror.
So as the body count starts to rise and the whole city is gripped by panic, you have to ask, who was this woman? To really understand the ghost, we have to go back, way back, to the human she used to be and the awful tragedy that created this monster.
See, in life, she was famous for being breathtakingly beautiful. But that beauty, it turned into a curse. Her husband, a samurai, became consumed by this paranoid jealousy. He thought every man who looked at her wanted her. And in a final, horrific fit of rage, he took scissors to her face, destroying the very thing he claimed to love. She died, but her spirit couldn't find peace. It came back, twisted by pain and obsessed with the beauty that was stolen from her.
With Tokyo completely paralyzed by fear, a priest named Hoshuma decides enough is enough. He's convinced that the only way to stop the killings is to confront this spirit head-on. So, armed with a sacred talisman and blessed salt, he goes into the city's darkest alleys looking for her.
And he finds her.
When she shows him her horrifying face, Hoshuma actually stands his ground. He chants, he throws the salt, and the spirit shrieks in agony and vanishes. For a few days, it works. Peace returns to Tokyo. The killings stop. It looks like Hoshuma won. But he didn't banish her. He just gave her an idea.
That peace is totally shattered when Hoshuma has this terrifying nightmare. In the dream, the spirit speaks to him, her voice just filled with rage. She tells him she's back, and that her first rampage was nothing compared to the dance of death she's about to start. He wakes up in a cold sweat, realizing he didn't banish her, he just made her stronger.
And she has evolved. The Kuchisake Onna isn't tied to dark alleys anymore. No, she's a spirit in the machine now. Think about it. A young woman named Misato is in her bedroom, door locked, just watching videos on her phone. Suddenly, the screen goes black. The ghost's face appears, and then it crawls right out of the screen and into the room with her. She haunts through technology now. Through reflections, nowhere is safe.
Hoshima is absolutely horrified. He gets it now. This is his fault. His attempt to destroy her just gave her new ways to kill. He realizes this whole thing started with him, and now it has to end with him. He knows he has to face her one last time.
So he goes back to the exact same spot where they first met. Only this time, he doesn't wait for her to find him. He stands there in the darkness and he calls her name, intentionally summoning this vengeful spirit for one last desperate showdown.
When she appears and asks her question, he doesn't answer it, not this time. Instead, he goes right for the source of her pain. He tells her that her beauty was never the problem. It was her husband's madness. He tells her that while her face was scarred, her soul, her true beauty, was something he could never touch. His words aren't a prayer, they're a psychological weapon, aimed right at her oldest wound.
And it works. His words hit their mark. The ghost actually recoils. She's confused. That centuries-old rage is broken for just a second. And in that one moment of hesitation, Hoshuma reveals his real weapon, a large, sacred mirror, and he holds it right up in front of her face.
For the very first time, the Kuchisake Onna is forced to really truly see what she's become. She sees the monster in the reflection. A single, soul-shattering scream just rips through the night. It's a scream of pain, of loss, of finally understanding. The scream echoes, and then she dissolves into a cloud of black smoke and is gone.
Hoshuma did it. He saved the city. The spirit wasn't defeated by salt or talismans, but by being forced to look at the truth of her own tragic reflection. But that leaves us with one final, chilling thought, right? If she can appear in any reflection, from a phone screen to a puddle of water, is she ever really, truly gone for good?